Janae, you've done this as well, so you know the feeling.
Absolutely. Those first few moments before you start painting, they feel like they last forever, honestly, at least in my experience.
They do.
Now, Ryan has
It's
only
interesting
painted in
how we
oils
cannot hear what's going
and
on,
not
so
in
we're gonna have to be
acrylics. And tonight he's
a
getting
Just all
ready
of
little,
our
now.
other
So give
senses.
yeah,
him a
I'm
warm
trying to
round
see
of
if I can log
applause.
into the app, Art Battle app. It's Art Battle International, if anybody out
He
there
might be a
wants
little
to
extra
join in. It looks
nervous,
like you
but
can,
you're gonna do
um,
great, Ryan. It's gonna
you know,
be
you can,
amazing.
what is it?
At
You can
easel number
view
5, Miss
the artist's
Mackenzie
work, and I believe you
King.
can also do the
Now,
what is it, the auction
Mackenzie
at the
came
end
all the
too.
way down here from
Okay, here we go.
Tacoma,
So round one
Washington.
at easel number one,
Ooh,
we have Liesel
ooh.
Meisner.
She was the
And
winner
then
and
easel number
got to go to
two,
the
we have,
last regional
oh, is that
finals.
Stasio?
The winner of tonight will take our last spot in the
Oh,
regional
Anastasia.
finals this
yeah.
year.
Are you
So,
on
Can't
the
really.
app?
Mackenzie, it's gonna be.
No, I'm not, but I
How you
can't really
feeling, girl?
see.
How you
I'm just
feeling?
going based off of
Okay, good, awesome. Welcome,
the video feed. But
Mackenzie.
there's Mackenzie. We've both done art battles with her before. She's
And
great.
at easel
Is
number 6
amazing.
is Molly
We'll send the round
Gregory.
order to your phones, ladies. Thanks so much. You can see the easel numbers at the top of the
Molly
screen, and
started
we'll get those
kindergarten
round
with
orders over to
fluence
you shortly.
and working in
Perfect. Thank
realism.
you.
Right, she's a born artist. She has since branched out into
I
color,
can't
This
quite
surrealism,
see.
woodworking, and lights. But her favorite medium is
Looks like that
coffee.
might be Molly
Woo,
Gregory.
coffee
That's going to be
lovers.
my
Have
guess
you seen
anyway, since
coffee
they just
paintings? They're
showed
amazing.
Mackenzie, and
I
Molly
love
Gregory
that.
is
So
at easel number
check her
6.
out
So
on the gram.
her
It's
palette is looking great with those big
m.gregory.
blobs of paint. It
All
looks like
right,
she's got a
artist,
lot of
how are you
purple,
feeling?
some white, maybe some black in there.
Yeah.
hmm
All right,
I
audience,
also
how
love
are
how
we
at this
doing?
point, absolutely anything is possible for these
All right,
canvases, and
so
each artist
I'm
has
gonna
some kind
remind
of
you,
idea
we're
of
gonna
what they're
do our
going to start with.
two-step.
They have no
And
idea
you're
what
gonna
they're going to
find your
finish with,
favorite artist. So
and
you
the
gotta make
audience
sure you
has
see all of
absolutely
them
no
all the
idea what's
time.
about
So
to
keep
happen.
that human
I know,
moving.
and it's
All
so
right,
funny
are we
because
good to
you
go?
try to prepare to paint something within
Okay,
20
artists.
minutes, and you
Audience,
can
help me
practice all
count
you
them
want, but once
down.
you get there
10,
and you're like painting,
9,
so many things can
8,
go wrong or so many
7,
things shift. I know my personal
hmm
painting, it's things always are changing regardless if I have a source
let's
or not. So
paint.
it's always interesting to see like what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it looks
And
like
we
we're getting
started.
started. Ooh, big, bold brushstrokes to start, always.
Yeah, it's
I don't
good to
know.
get much coverage as possible and focus on getting those big blocks in and then really getting down to the nitty gritty and refining towards your last few minutes.
hmm It's interesting though, because that's how I've always approached it. And it looks like that is, oh gosh, I can't see that easel number. So we'll
That's
see if we
number
can
one.
figure out. Oh,
And
is it?
she's doing some kind of maybe a skyline. And this is, I think this is Anastasio.
hmm
They've got some really beautiful green. I just love bold colors. I think that it just attracts people more.
hmm
Um, just it catches your eye and it wants to keep you engaged.
Especially this, it's such a shape coming through with different colors and so much texture already that it automatically grabs your attention.
Yeah, and Anastasio, their face or their Instagram, they're do a lot of abstracts, but they also do a lot of like Picasso faces, very inspired by Picasso. So I'm excited to see
Oh,
what they have to do. Ooh,
amazing.
look at this one.
Is
Looks
that a
like we've got a,
fish?
it is maybe some
Ooh.
fish with some flowers.
Yeah, some aquatic flora and flora and fauna.
I love artist palettes.
Oh, I know, right? It's the best thing.
She's just going in there too and just sketching out, getting down her composition, and looks like she's just getting everything placed in there. We'll see if she adds color.
hmm
This one has a lot of blending going on, it looks like. Maybe.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty.
hard to tell with the lights.
hmm
Ooh, some
Ooh, adding a lot of
washes.
water.
Easel number 4.
It's interesting how different artists approach it differently. Before when we were first starting, there were big sweeps of color kind of laying in the background, but then others will do kind of a sketch first and then build off of that.
Yes, and so right now we're watching Ryan Hill, and I'm actually super excited to see him work. Some of his oil works are just amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Ooh, maybe a blended sky.
Is this is Mackenzie.
Like Mackenzie. Mm-hmm.
She's always fun to watch.
Yeah, I love her process. She's always so laid back. And I always tell her that she seemed very laid back and chill the whole time. And she says that she's not.
She's not, no. But she does. She pulls it off well.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also another component about Art Battle that I love is that, you're not just painting and creating something, but you're putting on a show for the audience.
Right.
And Mackenzie, she's done so many different amazing things throughout like the different Art Battle events. I'm super excited to see what she has going on.
Absolutely.
And it looks like this is Molly Gregory.
It almost looks a little skull-like, but can't quite tell yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Very like almost futuristic type.
Mm-hmm.
I love the colors.
Yeah, I do too.
That teal is just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
She looks super laid back as well. Like she's just going about her day. I know when I'm doing it, I'm always like frantic and like.
Me too.
She's got a lot of coverage so far.
Oh wow, nice. Oh, look at that.
This is Liesel. Oh wow, she's definitely doing some sort of a landscape.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing to see, like, just with one go around the easels, how far she's come.
Yeah, how different it is already, and how there's already texture and I don't know, space in the mountains. That's wild. Oh wow, that's gorgeous. All the colors.
This is Anastasio, and it looks like they are doing maybe sort of an abstract. I'd be interested to see if they do put anything over top of it. But I love abstracts. I am an abstract realism or just straight abstract painter, so I just watch how other people have approaches to abstracts. It's always fascinating to me.
Yeah, I agree. Abstract art is fascinating in its own. You're right, though. As you talk about your work, abstract realism. That's such a great way to describe your body of work. That's amazing.
Ooh, this one is going to be awesome. She's getting some color on here, and this is Kat Templeton.
Starting in on the color, looks like it might be a koi fish, if I had to guess. And it's
she's got that beautiful little portrait in there already.
Mm-hmm.
Out. And we're back to Ryan. Looks like he's doing some sort of a landscape as well.
Mm-hmm. Might even be a mountain in there. I think I see.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that cool little brush flip? That was nice.
I did.
Again, putting on the show for everybody there. Sometimes it's so fascinating to see artists in their process, but then when you cut that process down to 20 minutes, it's amazing what people can achieve.
It's insane. Okay, so we're back to Mackenzie, and it looks like this is going to be also some sort of a landscape type. At least that's what it looks like for me. It looks like there's like that big white thing is a moon with the dark sky, and she's adding a ton of brush strokes to get that forefront in. Do you see that too? Like with maybe like that little path of water? I don't know if that's but that's what I'm assuming it is right now.
It does look like water, and it definitely looks like the moon in the sky. Yeah. Okay.
So this is super cool.
I know.
It looks like sort of like a gas mask type of thing with like a skull, but then it looks like the teal and the teal going across with the purple streak through it. Might be hair. I'm not sure, but
yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Definitely gas mask. but the colors, we'll see how it progresses, because that's why I love the colors.
I love the colors too. I always love when people put like bold colors next to each other, and it just, I don't know, I think it just draws people in.
Oh my gosh. The texture on this mountain is already astounding.
And this is, let's see. I think this is, do you know who this is again?
We're about to
I think
see.
it might be Easel. Is this Easel 1?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. That's incredible already. And you guys can also, for anybody on the internet, if you guys are watching live, you guys feel free. If you love a piece, if you just are so like captured by it and you just want to purchase it, there is bidding online that you can go ahead and bid for that piece. There's a flat rate shipping, so that's a great deal because these canvases get pretty big, especially during their last round. And I believe, I'm not 100% sure. It's been a while since I've done an art battle, but I believe you can also vote online as well. So if you have somebody in mind that you're watching and you just want them to go to the third round, make sure you get your votes in.
Yes, I do believe you can vote online. And
This is gorgeous.
I think you can vote on the app as well. Maybe not.
Yeah. And if you don't know where to go, if you're watching online, it's just artbattle.com. That is such like a serene mountainscape, landscape. It's so peaceful and calm. It's very pastel-y.
Yeah, very soft. Oh, with that big brush too, of making those big strokes, it can kind of sometimes have the look of glowing light. Yeah, while you were talking about the voting, we passed Anastasio's canvas, and oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. Oh, here's Mackenzie with a figure. That's great.
This is so great. I love it. I wonder if she's doing Bigfoot because we're in the Pacific Northwest. That would be like such a cool piece to have.
Yeah.
My kids always ask me to paint them like just random things like Bigfoot or aliens, and
Yeah,
not really my style. But that's so great.
Oh, it looks like we're just about at the halfway point.
Yes, and looks like she's getting some highlights in there, so it's going to really start to give it that definition and that depth. I always tell people, like, don't judge anything until the final touches, because like those last highlights really make a piece pop, and it really gives it the depth that it needs.
Absolutely.
And the lighting on it too is just the form on this is just excellent.
And the swooshing hair is such an interesting
it gives it a lot of movement. It gives us a lot of movement. Ooh, this is so gorgeous.
Wow.
I can't believe she's done that in just
Neither can I. Look at that mountain. Gosh.
I know. Then there's
gorgeous.
a ton of texture on there. It's she's gotten so far. I wonder what she's going to do with the rest of her time. Maybe just get little details in, but it looks like she's got most of her composition in. Getting that forefront in to give it the depth.
Gorgeous.
And this is Anastasio.
Wow.
That's gorgeous. If we can see the canvas again.
Yeah.
There we go. Ooh, big white. I love it. I love when like artists put a bunch of color down and then they start adding those whites in. And this is back to Kate, or Kat, I meant. Excuse me. And she's getting some color on the face, that little portrait there. I love this. It's like surrealism with the big flower, the portrait, and the little fishy on top.
Yeah, and I love the play on color here with the sort of cool tones pretty much everywhere else except the fish that is a vibrant, red, orange, yellow.
And I love the like washy drips as well, like where that
Mhm.
purple is just under the fish. I hope she leaves that because I am a huge fan of thin layered washes with drips.
Me too. They add so much atmosphere. Speaking of atmosphere.
I know. This is so gorgeous. I do hope, and let me make sure that I'm correct. Yes, this is Ryan, and I do hope he gets some darker colors in there just to give it that contrast that it needs.
Kind of ground it.
Yeah, but it is gorgeous.
Makes you want to take a deep breath.
And this is Mackenzie. I don't think I've ever seen so many like landscapes in one art battle round before. But
yeah, it's definitely heavy on the landscapes this time, but I'm here for it. I don't know if that's what you were about to say, but
I did say that. I did
Yeah.
say that.
This is great, adding the trees on the edges there. It's interesting that the figure, I think it is Bigfoot. I think you're right.
I was just gonna say I really hope it is Bigfoot. I might bid on it if it is.
Looks like she's adding that fur on there.
This is like so like mystical and gorgeous. It's got like this mystery to it, and I don't know. It's like capturing me. I like when you just fall in love with a piece, but you have no idea why. I don't know. It just,
and you really have to stand there and just wait to see if that answer comes to you. I think it. Well, maybe I'll mention it on our way back here, because here we are again at this gorgeous mountain.
Yeah. So we're back to Liesel, and she's adding so much texture within those clouds, and I love texture. I think it just like gives the viewer something. There's so many different levels to it that you're constantly moving your eye, but like there's a clear focal point, but the rest of the canvas is leading the way, so it's not just one focal point.
Absolutely.
And this is Anastasio and their abstract, and
there's definitely a lot of texture on their canvas as well.
Just gonna say that, and we've got about 5 minutes left. I love their abstract. Sometimes I get worried because colors can get super muddy together, and I'm hoping with all of their colors on there that it doesn't get like that, because that can go from like a great piece to not such a great piece very fast. So there's like a fine line with abstracts and mixing so many colors together.
Definitely, and continuing to work on the whole of the painting rather than maybe focusing on a spot to add further details.
Oh, this is so gorgeous. I wish we had more time there. And we're back to Ryan.
It's like we're starting to get into some of those, shadows.
It?
Oh yeah, I sure did.
Ooh, I can't. Oh, okay. He might be doing like a reflection. So there might be like a play on like a lake or a body of water.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
I love when people flip the canvas because it's such a way to like show off and perform.
Right. Oh, there's little stars.
Oh, Mackenzie. I love her, and I love Bigfoot. And if it's not Bigfoot, I'm gonna call it Bigfoot anyways because I want it to be Bigfoot.
I think it is. I think it's safe to say. It's also great.
Yeah, I love what she did, like with the stars, and like there was a little streak to the left of it that was gorgeous. Ooh, look! Oh my gosh! Look and she's just like going for it. I love it.
Okay, what I was going to say about this was that the colors, I feel, and there's something about the whooshing hair too that while the gas mask is sort of like dystopian, there's something about everything else about the painting that feels hopeful or like almost beautiful. like that the chaos and destruction was.
Exactly. But it's like a calming, peaceful almost.
Mhm.
It shouldn't be in that type of a situation. And this is Liesel, and I don't know. Look, is she okay? She's still pitter pattering with it. I thought she might be done.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
I know. I want to see the canvas. Oh, they look like they're having so much fun.
Mm-hmm. I also love the bedazzled.
I am obsessed.
Yeah. That canvas is gorgeous. I wish that the camera person would get up close to those details, because that's how I love looking, especially at abstract work and textured work too. I love, once it's dry, obviously, like actually feeling that texture and looking at all of the detailed brush strokes.
And it looks like he's just got, okay, so this is, I believe, let's see, where's my cat? This is Cat again. I'm so happy she's leaving that wash there.
Mm-hmm. Gorgeous. Is that hair? Like the whole?
I'm not.
Yeah,
Not sure.
Back.
Ooh, we're back to Ryan, and this is looking so great. Okay, so I know I said like I wish he would put in like some darkers, and I still kind of do, but it looks like he's going for like sort of like a misty, foggy look maybe. And I don't know if it might just be the camera work. But if it's like a misty, then it totally would work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it looks like Mackenzie. Do you see that like super bright tealish streak on the left behind her hand right there?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I don't know what it is, but it's gorgeous. Oh, it looks like it's like more. It might be because there's one on the other side too, so it might just be like reflections off trees in like the background.
Mm-hmm. Maybe with the moon shining on them.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is about this piece, but
I know, right?
I love it.
Love it, especially the green that she added at the bottom there. It's again like almost.
I think it brought it together.
Mm-hmm.
More, and we are down to 25 seconds, so these artists are rushing to get their last little brush strokes in, all their little details in. So if you guys want to go on and vote, make sure you go to artbattle.com or you go to the app, and you can also bid on these pieces. Like I said before, it's a flat rate shipping, and we are down to 3, 2, 1, and brushes down.
Gosh, that was great. And as the artist, yeah, go ahead.
I'm always blown away by what other people can do within 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've done this so many times, and I know you have as well. And like, whew, it's a whirlwind.
It really is. And at the end there, when you finally put your brush down and really feel the weight of what you've just been through, yeah.
Then you're like, whoa, I can't believe I just did that in 20.
And then there's the following few minutes of walking around and looking at all of the other amazing paintings that were created within the same amount of time. It's mind-blowing.
I can't wait for this next round and to see what is going to be created. So on round 1, we've got Susie Q, which is adorable because my daughter's name is Susie and a lot of her friends call her Susie Q. Yep. So I'm not going to be biased just because of the name though. And we've got Corrine on easel number 2. On easel number 3, it looks like we've got Shiza. I believe that's how you pronounce it. If I'm not saying it correctly, I'm super sorry. Canvas number 4 is Nikki, and canvas number 5, we've got Erin, and on canvas number 6, we have Juju. I was prepared and I wrote them down.
I think I might actually take notes too as we're going so that I could maybe try and memorize who we've got and what they're painting so that I'm not like trying to look back at the list like, wait, and try and look at the easel number 2 and, we'll see if we can be a little more organized this time. Ready for it.
Amateur.
Yeah, right.
Our poor audience are like, give me Morgan back. I am super excited. Man, 20 minutes when you're like watching it feels like forever. I remember doing an opening painting when in Seattle, and it was at you were there, you did the video.
Oh, the collective.
The collective, yeah. Like walking around, like I was doing like the pictures for Art Battle app, and 20 minutes feels like a long time when you're not painting. But when you're painting, it like goes by with like, it feels like it's 2 minutes.
Yeah. Would you say you have a preference to paint in the first round or the second?
First.
Oh, really? I would definitely say the second.
No, I hate going in the second round. I loathe it. I've done it once and I was like freaking out. And then if you make it into the third round, if you're lucky enough to get into the third round, you have to like clean your palette really fast and you have to pump out all your paint really fast. And it feels like a long break in between, at least on these lives and when you're in the audience, but it's not. It is not. And round one already has a clean palette, so they just have to lay their paint out. So yeah, I definitely 100% love
a good point.
Though I was in round two one time and I made it to the third round. And I just remember being so frazzled, like, clean your palette. And I bring my own palette, and because I use a glass palette, and usually pretty big, and I don't have the luxury of just like taking the plastic off like the other artists. So for me, I think it's just extra pressure.
Oh no! So you're just like feverishly scrubbing at your palette, like get it off.
I probably use like an entire roll of toilet papers, which is not good for the earth. I told you I get stressed. I can't help it.
Yeah. Sounds like you should take a couple deep breaths just to center yourself.
Rub my ears.
Yeah,
I will say,
go ahead.
if you're in round one and then you finish and then you can kind of like get like a breather, and then it's like so much more enjoyable to watch round two. Like I remember being in round two and like going around and watching round one, but feeling like my nerves were still there and like going back and checking to make sure everything was like lined up and I had everything I needed. So it wasn't as but everybody has their own preference, right?
Totally. Well, now that you say that, I'm trying to think why I prefer round two.
I don't know. I think that if for round two, you got to be a little on the crazy side.
Yeah, I think I might be, because maybe there's something about if you make it in, or like if you're round one and then you make it into the final round, there's kind of like a rise and fall and then another rise of adrenaline, where if you're round two into the final round, it's kind of all stacked together. Maybe that and like conservation of energy or like inertia. I don't know.
I don't know why. Maybe I'm just like I said, like an overthinker and over planner, and I just want everything. I also feel like I have to like be in control, right? It's hard for me to let up. So
yeah. Oh, do you see this? They're taping the canvas. That's interesting. Can't quite tell who this is, but let's see, is that easel number one? Yeah, it is.
So easel number one is Susie Q. I've done that before, and let me tell you, the tape does not stay.
Oh no. Oh, we've already started. Oh yeah, because you can't tape or anything before everything starts.
No, you have to add it.
Wow.
Oh, I just love already just like the dark, deep, rich colors. So saturated, so beautiful. Is Green easel number 2.
I love when the artists dance too while they're going. So
I do.
Do you ever dance while you're painting?
Spice Girls was on at the end of my round, and it's actually the art battle that I won, and I was just like in the zone.
Oh, that's great.
I was definitely bobbing my head to Spice Girls. How can you not? All right, so this is Shiza, and
It's like it might be portrait-esque.
definitely. And let me see. I'm trying to find. She's got some super, super cool stuff within her Instagram, and she's super drawn to like the raw, natural beauty of the world. And she says that her artwork reflects that. So I'm excited to see what she's going to create tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of mapping out where. Oh, she's gotten some color already.
Mm-hmm. Already.
It usually takes me a while to map out my composition and like where everything's going to go, and then I can really get into it. So I'm always amazed by like people who can just throw down the paint without being a planner like I am.
That's so funny. I feel like I am really intuitive with my style.
I can be, but like I said, art battle is stressful.
Mm-hmm. I guess art battles is its own.
It's its
own ball game.
Circus. It's its own little space in life that just throws you for a loop.
Yeah.
But it's actually great because I have done stuff, and what I've done has inspired studio work. So does that ever happen to you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, so this is easel number 4, and this is Nikki, and she has some pretty amazing realism on her Instagram. So I'm super excited to see what she's going to create tonight. I don't know if she's going to do some kind of an imagery. So this is easel number 4. She has some pretty amazing realism on her.
What happened there? Can you still hear me? That
I can
was
still
weird.
hear you. I was just going to ask if you can hear me. I heard myself talking, and I was
Yeah,
like, oh.
that was really strange. I was on. I'm not really sure. Oh, you know what it was? I went back on the website.
Janae. Okay, this is Erin, and she's got some super fun colors.
Wow, this is very cool. It's very, big shapes. Interested to see where this goes.
And she is enjoying herself, dancing. I just love those big, bold marks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what it kind of looks like is a spiral. I see like a spiral forming with the dots getting smaller as they're going.
Yeah. You remember like those like little worms that we used to make in preschool?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of.
Yeah, I love it. And I think she is an oil painter and art teacher by trade. So I'm interested to see what we have going on for her. And this is Juju on easel number 6. And he's from Chicago, it looks like. And he is considered a bridge between street art and expressionism. There we go. It looks like he's got some writing up there. I wish I could see what it says.
Mm-hmm.
I love when artists put messages within their paintings.
Yeah, I do too. The Portland.
Experience.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. These colors are super, like, he's got some neutrals in there, and with the bright pops, I think that's like such an excellent way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like he's got sort of like, they're like Picasso-y faces, but then also, is it like Basquiat? Is that, I believe it's like a cross between those two.
Is that an artist?
Mm-hmm. Like olden days.
Mm-hmm. Olden days.
Yeah, I mean,
one of the masters, maybe.
I was born in the late 1900s, so I should have been talking.
Oh gosh.
Ooh,
Oh, this is great.
This is so great. I believe this is Susie Q. Oh my gosh. That deep, rich purple magenta. What is that?
Mhm.
Like,
Is she painting with a spoon?
I was just gonna say it looks like it's spoon. I've seen people paint with I wonder if that is a spoon, because I've seen people paint with like, you know, those like makeup brushes that are kind of like, they look like spoons, but they have brush, like it's not a spoon, it's like a brush, but they have like handles like spoons.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know.
I know what you mean. They
It's
look
like a
kind of like
certain
mini
type-
hairbrushes.
Yes, yes. Okay, she's got a real brush now, so.
Oh, here we
Contrast.
go.
That looks like a fluorescent pink, and if that's what it is, she is speaking to my heart.
I wonder if she's gonna turn it into like a galaxy sort of thing. At least that's what I'm getting from it so far.
Be super cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Mhm.
Micro, yeah. I bet it's gonna be like sort of a galaxy. Yeah. Okay, so Basquiat's not. He was born in the 1960s and he died the year I was born, so 1988. But Juju has a lot of his work is sort of the same style within that.
Mm.
Ooh, we've got, is this a jellyfish?
Jellyfish. Mm-hmm. That's fun.
It is fun.
I love that background.
I do too. And I love how like it's all the same colors, just different values, it looks like. Like
Mhm.
She's going to put sort of like the same, some darker spots within the jellyfish to make it look like it's sort of transparent.
Mm-hmm.
Look how pretty. Oh my gosh. And we are like just close to being halfway done.
Oh gosh. Okay, well that went pretty fast.
And she is doing such a great job.
Looks like she's enjoying herself too.
Yeah. Okay, this is Shiza. Definitely getting some of her, what it looks like would be like somewhat of her normal work, comparing it to her studio work.
Mhm.
And I'm hoping we get a full shot of it, but that's super cool.
There we go. Nice. I really like the very saturated colors.
Yeah, it definitely helps things pop. And I'm wondering if she's going to leave the background white or not. Like I said earlier, I usually try to kill the white at first, but it always amazes me like when people don't do that and they can still pull off like just this awesome painting that I'm like, oh, I wish I could do that. But we've got a lot of like complementary colors in that one. So, ooh,
Oh wow.
little octopus. Isn't it funny? Because in the last round, we saw a lot of landscapes, and at least on this round, we've got at least two, sea creatures.
Yeah. This
I
is
love
interesting. Why do I feel like I feel like this was not here the last round or like the last
No, this went by like completely different. And this is Nikki. So we definitely didn't see any of this before.
crazy.
And the compliments on this are awesome because it's not like just red and just green. It's like the variations of those colors that I think really pulls it off. Like the green is more of like a teal and the pink is more of like a peach.
Mm-hmm. And they the two colors complement each other very well.
Exactly.
Ooh, it even kind of goes into like almost a not fuchsia, but like mauve, perhaps, sort of purplish red. down
Yeah.
at the bottom there.
Mauve and like magenta.
Magentia, yeah.
I think I just made that word up. It's not actually a color, but
You know, I think it works.
And this is back to Erin. So it looks like you were right with the spirals.
Huh.
And it does give it a ton of depth because it looks like it's, like spiraling out to get bigger or spiraling smaller. So adding some of those highlights on there to kind of make those circles look like they have more definition.
Yeah, with the unblended highlight, it kind of gives me beads. It looks more like beads, but once the blending happens, then they look a little bit more. No, it's interesting how the highlight, just such a simple thing like that, can change the perceived texture of something.
Oh yeah, 100%. I always call it my ugly stage when I don't have highlights on my painting.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't look at it yet. Because it is. It's like every painting has an ugly stage, and the highlights is seriously what makes a painting. Ooh!
Oh my gosh, this is so great.
And so it is Basquiat that he has a similar style to, and I love this. Oh my gosh, I was wondering where he was gonna go with this at the beginning, but this totally makes sense now.
At first, it kind of looked like it could be headed towards a skyline, but
Like
this is
type of thing.
Yeah,
This
and it
is
still kind of has that feeling, maybe of like businessmen or.
Yes.
I don't know.
Gosh, this is so awesome. This is so awesome. The Portland 2 experience. So I missed the 2 last time. But that's super cool because if that's what this painting is for, I've only been to Portland a couple of times, but they've got some pretty big buildings. So that could be a play on like a cityscape with like the faces and representing different things within different people within the Portland area. Oh my gosh, I only have 5 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Wow.
This round went by a lot faster than the last round.
I agree.
But maybe it's just because the camera person is spending so much more time on each individual canvas, which I appreciate because when you get back around to it, you're like, whoa.
Yeah. Oh, look at like Where's Waldo? Oh, that's so awesome.
This painting.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, and look at this one. This is back to Susie Q. This is so cool. Oh my goodness. This is gorgeous.
I'm always amazed when people can blend colors like on top of black. I'm just like, how? That whole area was completely black, and yet there's colors in there that look so vibrant and glowy.
And I don't believe when she's the one with the tape. So we didn't get to see really what, I hope you guys can't hear my kids in the background, but we didn't get to see like what she started with. So I would assume she might have put the black on first after the tape. And then, but I could be wrong because we don't know.
Look at those colors in there. That's just, it's fantastic.
I love it. I'm definitely, man, it's going to be hard to pick a favorite for me personally in the round. Ooh, we're back to the little jellyfish. That's what they're called, right? Look at the
you can even see some of the details of the little what are they called? They're little tendrils.
Yeah.
Tentacles. That's a very nice splotch. Beautiful.
Just laying those thick brush strokes down. I love this. I can't wait to see this finished. Not much more time.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is so cool. And this is Shiza. Oh, just kidding. green.
That was just a sneak peek.
Ooh, I love the little bubbles like in the back of the the background.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Just a
okay.
little
So
sparkle.
definitely obliterated the white.
Yep.
And this looks super cool.
I love the bold brushstrokes and the bold colors as well.
Yeah, brushstrokes are seriously one of the most important factors within a painting. I have a hard time being blendy, smoothie. So I appreciate when people just leave their brushstrokes in, because it shows the emotion with which in your, like, what you're feeling within that moment, right? A brushstroke can tell you so much about an artist and their paintings and their emotions. And we are back to Nikki with the octopus. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
What is 10?
10 tickles. Oh, she is doing such a good job.
That's so great.
This is super impressive. I have painted a couple of different octopus before, and with all their little suction cup things, and there's so many details within an octopus that you don't really think is there until you paint one. So I am thoroughly impressed with this, and we have about 1 minute and 30 seconds left, and I'm just blown away.
Wow.
Okay, we're back to Erin. Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Look at the dimension and the depth within this painting. That, like, I mean, it seems like such a more basic painting compared to some of the other ones, but if you're an artist, you kind of know, like, this is super hard to achieve within a certain amount of time, and each one of these little spheres have so much definition, and the depth within this painting is just awesome.
It's amazing. The shadow and the highlight and all the in-between.
Juju, I love everything he is doing right now.
Ooh, here we go. 40 seconds. Ooh.
Remember, you guys, to hop onto artbattle.com or Artbattle the app and get your votes in, get your bids in. Oh my goodness. I love this piece. I like the little stripes. It like reminds me of Waldo. Like, where's Waldo?
Are those little like smoke tendrils coming up?
I think so. It's hard to see with the lights beaming and from so far away. I wonder if he's going to add another message where that arrow is. Oh no, we lost our timer. I don't know how much time's left, but it can't be long.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh, look at that. You were so right with the galaxy. That is so cool.
Oh, we're on the speed round now.
Lisa, I know. Don't look away. Don't blink.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's got to be it. That's the end of the round. That's the end of round 2, everybody. Dude, these paintings are so awesome.
Just phenomenal. Oh, I love Art Battle. The whole process is so great to watch.
It's so awesome to see like how like different artists, like what they come up with to paint within those 20 minutes, right? It's so different. Like I said, round 1 we had a lot of landscapes, and then this round we had 2 sea creatures, but like overall you don't usually get that within the same round. And these ones are all mostly super different. So I love this piece. I seriously do.
Yeah.
On top. Oh no. I have 10% left.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta find. And it's charging.
Plug that in. And it's charging? Oh gosh. You're not gonna make it.
I'm gonna make it. I will make it. All right. So I don't know. They didn't show the names on who is who, but I believe this is Kat. And it looks like, if I'm correct, that she's kind of starting out in the same black, sketching out.
Mm-hmm.
And this might be green. Is that correct? I believe this is her. And I'm wondering if she's going to be doing another landscape of some sort.
It kind of has that look.
This might be Liesel.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. And it does already have a sort of landscape sort of look to it. Kind of like a sunset on water is what I'm getting. Oh my gosh, what is this?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The arts provoking emotion. Oh my gosh. Well, this is going to be an interesting painting, and I cannot wait to see the finished piece.
Wow, very striking.
I don't know what the rules are, and like
I know, like a live stream. I know, right?
Oh my goodness. And to do this as a female artist. I mean, is that wings on it? Are those wings?
It does look like wings. Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. And that's got to be a giant one because it's a big canvas.
It's a big canvas. Kind of looks like it might be a 24 by 36.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
we got more fish.
More fish. So this actually might be this. I think this might be Cat. I think I said before the first one that we saw might have been Cat, but since she's
Oh,
going
look, it's the spoon. Who was painting with the spoon last time?
I don't remember.
It was-
But I don't know
Oh.
if it's a spoon. Is it really a spoon or is it one of the
kind of
brushes?
looks like it, but look, I bet if we go back, it was Suzanne that was painting with the spoon-looking device. So that might be Suzanne at that.
Susie Q.
Susie Q, yeah.
And Susie did that portrait with the galaxy within the hair.
hmm
This might be a close-up of an octopus. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But-
It kind of looks like it might be.
Mickey in the second round is the one that did the octopus, so could not be. Might not be. I'm not sure. And I do believe this is Liesel, and it looks like it is going to be some sort of a landscape, skyscape. Looks almost like sunset-y.
Yeah, and it looks like it's on water, too, because it's got that bit of reflection.
She's all happy talking to the camera. It always amazes me like how well people can blend with acrylic paints. Oh my gosh, this piece is going to be fantastic. It really is. I can't wait. I can't wait. And the pure joy. Look at the joy on her face.
Kind of looks like it's wearing a hard hat.
I've not.
She's having fun.
I wonder how well the audience is going to perceive this.
Oh,
She is just totally into it. I love it. And I don't know who that was, but let's see. I think this is Kat because she did the fish with the portrait last time. And we've got, looks like some more koi fish, maybe in like some kind of a like lily pond.
What is that tool? I think you actually might be right for it kind of looks like a hairbrush now that I look at it.
not-
But it's like tiny.
The makeup brushes, they're like supposed to, I don't know. I've never owned those ones because I'm not like, I don't know. I don't feel like I would rather spend my money on art supplies.
I know I'm terrible with my brushes. Like I buy cheap brushes because of that. Because I'm very mean.
I have a good mix of less expensive and more expensive brushes. I'm interested to see what this is going to turn out to be.
Yeah, it looks kind of like alien-like.
Yeah.
I can't quite tell what it is yet.
All right, so this is for sure Liesel because she did the amazing landscape, and I think I remember her from the first round.
it's interesting to me that each of the artists in this final round are painting their canvases in that sort of long portrait
Yeah, the vertical.
mode. Mhm. I feel like typically I gravitate towards that wide landscape.
Well, if you do most landscapes, then I'm sure you would.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Well, already there's just magnificent shading happening here.
I mean,
There's already so much structure.
I am here for it.
Yeah, speaking of spectacle, right?
It's the show, right?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. We don't have the timer on, so I can't really see
Oh yeah.
start timer, but this is looking pretty awesome. I seriously think that is a makeup brush, which would be cool because I have thought about buying those for like it is. It's a makeup brush. I knew it. I knew it. I love it when I'm right. Those are so cool. But it's supposed to blend makeup really well, so I would assume that it would blend paint really well as well. Okay, this looks like a scary tree.
Yeah, or even like a kind of like explosion, like a mushroom cloud sort of. But then there's like this arm reaching in. Gosh.
It looks like
a
eyes and
tree.
a nose, mouth, like the mouth's open right there down by her paintbrush.
Mhm.
And it looks like there's like little flowers coming off these branches. So I don't know. I'm interested to see what this is going to be.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so who we're looking at right now is Kat. And yeah, this is Liesel. And then Corinne is doing the ween. And Susie Q is doing the fish, the koi.
Oh, okay. So I had it wrong.
Was
Because Kat did the fish with the portrait in the first round.
Yep.
So I would have just assumed. But it's also interesting because people are doing different things other than Liesel for their final round. Susie Q is doing a fish that kind of plays into what Kat did the first round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very interesting. And it's interesting that Liesel is kind of taking the same approach that I would have if I was doing both landscapes. I would make one like a different time of day, essentially.
Yeah. That little guy looks happy.
Not little though. That's a 24 by 36 canvas at least. That is
Oh gosh.
that is standing at attention in the middle of this round. I love the softness that she's been able to achieve in the background here.
I do. I was just going to comment on that. It's just so beautiful already. It's almost like whimsical. It's like soft and like this calming. It's very calm, which is complete opposite of 20-minute painting.
Yeah. And sort of opposite of this sort of, you know what this is reminding me of? Like Snow White in that scene where the trees get all crazy angry.
Yeah, I love the drips though. Ooh, I'm here for it.
Yeah, that's fun.
And that technique of getting your brush wet and then like pushing down on the paint to achieve those looks, and then the faded top that's a technique that I use a lot within.
Yeah, I love it.
I am a very big reader. Ooh, look at this. Oh my
nice.
God. Wow, indeed. Oh my goodness. This is so beautiful. She's done so much already. Like, she could stop if she wanted to. I mean, she's not going to, but I'm just saying she probably could if she wanted to.
Oh gosh, we don't have a timer. We don't have much just left. Oh my gosh. The amount of depth already. Ooh, the nice pop of blue. That reflective light. Nice.
I mean, it's happy. So
It really is. Just having a great time.
it doesn't matter what the subject is. If it's like a happy, like if it is showing like a happy emotion, you're gonna feel happy regardless of what the subject is. Dude, now, okay, I'm gonna have to go buy me some of these brushes, but not for makeup.
Yeah, I really love it. Just looks so what's the word? The application of paint is so soft and almost goopy, but the coverage,
right, like I was saying, like it blows my mind like how people can like blend acrylics, because acrylics are not known to be very a good medium to blend with. Like when I think of blending, I think of oil paint. I'm mixed media, so I start my paintings with like washes and acrylics and water-based materials, but then I finish everything with oils, and oils is where I blend things. So I'm always blown away by how people can get that gradient going on.
Oh, the tree. I was wondering how she was going to
get within and like bring the forefront coming out.
Yeah, and kind of offset this, very big sky area.
Yeah.
And very cool. Okay, I really love how she is pushing the colors in this, making it really
pop. I mean, and like also, I mean, it doesn't matter like what I was saying, like what your subject matter is, like the way you execute what you're painting is ultimately the biggest factor, right? So it can be completely crazy and off the wall, but if it's executed well and it's painted well, it's going to receive the glory that it's going to receive. I feel like it's a beautiful painting, but I feel like she's spending a lot of attention on the background, and I kind of want to see a little bit more details within those fish, and I'm hoping that we get that.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually really like the tree because I think it's a face, and it looks like the branch that's coming across the face is like a mustache.
Yeah, I can see it. It kind of looks like there's something going on in the bottom half of the piece that we haven't been able to quite see yet.
Wow, this is, I mean...
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, it really is. And we are not even 20 minutes in, so she's still got work to do, and she's going to really push the envelope, I think, on getting smaller details in there. Oh, look at that. It's like glowing. like popping out.
Yeah, it's those bright pops of super saturated color that are just making it...
I agree.
Yeah, it looks like it's glowing, definitely.
And it's hard to achieve a glow look as well. So that's, I mean, her techniques, I don't care what she's painting. She's painting excellent. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
The fishies.
Yeah. When you're competing, do you ever feel like, oh gosh, we need to move on? Like I'm spending too long on this. Move on, move on.
100%. And then especially when things are not going my way and I mess something up, and then fix it, and I'm like, I should have already been on this point. Okay, well, we got a glimpse of the bottom, but not much.
Yeah, it almost looked like a helmet or something. No, can't quite decipher it yet.
I'm wondering if she's gonna add some like highlights into the water in the back so it looks like it's like rippling. I'm always amazed by like landscape artists.
I'm amazed by people that do details with a huge brush.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I am obsessed with her background. I really am. There's a nice like balance between drips and blendingness, and it's smooth, and it looks like she just basically washed the canvas, and the colors are just blending nicely together. And it's a good thing she didn't do she did colors that were close to each other so that when they do run into each other, it's not going to turn into like mud or turn brown. Yeah. They'll make another beautiful color. Okay, what's going on down here?
See, it almost looks like a person standing there in the bottom, what's that, the bottom right corner. But we just haven't gotten a good look at it yet.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Reminds me of like either an astronaut or like, deep sea divers when they have to like wear that helmet. That's kind of what it reminds me of. But
So she did add some highlights into that water towards the bottom of the canvas. Just the gradients within the water flow matching the sky is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I love this.
I do too.
The colors are great too. Like I love that lime green, or that could be a yellow next to both the blue and the purple, because yellow and purple are complements, and then blue and that bright yellow is just gorgeous.
Oh, I love the addition of that purple on there.
Yeah, it definitely brings something else to it. I'm just impressed that she's just using makeup brushes. Although I do think that she used normal artist brushes in the last round too to get some of the details in. I'm wondering if we'll see any of that, or if she's going to go strictly off the paint or the makeup brushes. Show us the bottom.
This camera person's just like, nope.
You don't get.
Oh, there we go. Oh, just barely.
They're teasing us. Oh my gosh. I also want to know how much time is left. Okay, you can see if you go onto the app, you might be able to see on the updated pictures. But I can't really make it out since they haven't updated it. Oh, they are wings. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. That vein is very skillfully done. Just saying.
The colors are really cool too. It's like this almost like negative in parts.
Or like thermal
Yeah.
imaging, sort of.
Which is pretty cool.
I do like the addition of that like fuchsia, but okay, she's working back on the fish now. Yeah, I feel like they just need a little bit more detail work, but everything else is so soft and beautifully. It's got a nice blend of blended work versus really, striking brushstrokes.
I agree. I would like to see a little bit more detail, but that's just me personally. I don't know what.
Gosh, I feel like this one is so striking and I want like a really good look at it.
So do I. It's definitely a statement piece. I mean, a couple of these are statement pieces, but I do want to get a full look at it. There's a lot of texture in this piece too, especially in the sky, even though it's supposed to be like blended and have like a gradient going on. The texture is super nice. Yes, it definitely looks very like thermally negative-y. Going fast. It's like a tornado.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that bright yellow.
Yeah, all of the colors on this one are so great. Like I said, it's so striking.
I feel like, and I paint with black a lot, but I feel like when you paint with black, you have to have like that strong contrast of a bright color with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, lovely. Some details there on the water. Ooh, we're going fast. It's a speed round for sure. I wonder if they're in their last like minute or so.
Oh, maybe.
Like we got to be getting close here.
She just looks so calm, like her painting.
I know. I really wonder if there are artists that are actually calm during this process, or if everyone has the same adrenaline just pumping through their veins.
I don't know.
It's got to be, right?
Like Cameron, who won nationals last year, he has like these super fast, jerky movements when he's sketching out.
Mm-hmm.
He looks very calm.
Yeah. Yeah, his process was crazy to watch just because of that. He looks so I don't know. It was very planned, but also
Oh, it looks like
not. Oh, it looks like we're finished.
Yay!
Ooh.
What an exciting art battle. So you guys want to make sure that if you are watching and you want to vote, get your votes in as quick as possible. Bid on those pieces. I know that there's probably a lot of you out there that want Corinne's piece right there. It is definitely big. I can see it being the centerpiece of a dining room over your fireplace. It's a conversation starter, right?
In your you know, never mind. I don't know what's appropriate, so I won't say. It's fabulous though. The colors are truly very skillfully done. Like that is not an easy thing to accomplish.
This is such a cool piece. And I'm going to go to the app I'm hoping that they have sent in, I don't think they've put in like the final pictures yet. And I'm hoping they, because I would really like to see that full piece with the tree. It's got a lot on the bottom. I just can't see the finished piece of it yet. This is
they haven't quite updated.
So calm. It's like there's movement, there's good color in there. I love the background on this one and the glow. I love how it's like glowing out, especially on the bottom where that yellow hits the purple, because contrast colors, it really makes it stand out. Like the yellow and the blue, it still stands out, but when you move it down to the purple, it really looks like it's like glowing. There's a glow effect to it.
It was great.
I loved it. And I'm so happy to have been able to do this live with you. And I can't wait for next month at regionals and what is going to come.
Yep. It's going to be very exciting. That regionals is definitely not going to be one you want to miss. So buy those tickets.
March 5th.
There.
Yep. Or
be a good one.
All right, then. Well, I'm going to log off. I hope you guys have a fantastic Saturday evening and an awesome Sunday. Rejuvenate for Monday and your new work week. And we will see you guys back at the next live art battle.
Oh, look, there she is on stage. Yeah. I guess they hadn't pronounced it yet, but there she is.
Talking and they already announced.
I know, right? We're like, okay, bye.
Bye. Oh, look at her. She's so happy.
It's amazing. I wonder what the prize was. It looks like she got a little goodie bag there. How exciting.
No, I've never had a goodie bag.
Susanna got secret swag. I don't even know what it is.
Secret swag. Wow. Very cool.
All right.
Thank you guys both so much for tonight.
Of
Absolutely.
course. You guys have a great evening.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.